Hi, my Leos. Welcome to your mid-month reading. This is your soul and love guidance. This reading is a general reading, so try to pick what it resonates for you. So pay attention to everything, my Leo. This is for your moon sign, sun sign, and ascendant, or rising sign. So let's start with the first card. We are going to have this energy is the Queen of Cups reverse. I know. No. Don't say, oh no. It's about us. It's about having sometimes the issue to express our feelings. And I feel like we are going to be struggling a bit. I think we're going to be a little bit more disconnected when it comes to our emotional life at this point. Why I say this, I want you to look at this cards here. What is behind it? I needed to check what was. And what is behind the Queen of Cups, which is going to be our energy, what the universe is going to send us, is this feeling of not struggling a bit with express ourselves emotionally. We are going to be more into stability, into that, I wouldn't say emotional stability, but more in working more in what is comes to our career and work, right? And we feeling good. We getting there, feeling stable. Some of you might have work, some of you don't, but it's like I don't feel like we are missing anything. Like we okay with material at this point. And emotionally we are reversed because we know how things were moving slowly in the past, especially if we had someone from a air sign that just very resentful sometimes, would be always trying to blame Leo for their mistakes, right? Because we know as the Leos, we know the past, what this person or whoever did to you, any sign, keep us there, and will always blame you for their mistakes. And if you're more interested to know exactly what is going on with the April and monthly, about what's going on, and I know I said something about karma, and I got a lot of those, excuse me my language, a lot of the fuckboys out there. They came and are like, oh, you're being resentful in the channel. They like put it, someone is like, you being so resentful. It's like, this is a reading for Leos, and people will come to see the Leos reading, which they're not Leos. This guy came and say something like that, and you know what, that tells you how they get scared, because the people who hurt you, they know what they have done to you. They always try to blame it on you, but then they come right back. It's like, oh, you're resentful. And it's sad to see that, because whoever came in the channel and made that comment, that person is someone who hurt a Leo and is coming to find out what he's so probably karma in your favor. So then it comes right back to like, to see, oh my God, what? Oh, and got scared. Trust me. Because what we are having to deal with this next 2 weeks, look at this. A rat. So we need to avoid this person, and now we're going to be aware of someone trying to work against us behind our back. Those rats. So if you were having problem with someone, and I know this rat is totally unhappy because they know what they have done to you, and they are very quiet trying to work against you behind your back. So if it's in love life, boom, this person will come back and try to blame on you or things for whatever they're passing through. But trust me, they deserve it. It's their problem, it's not ours. We have nothing to do with it. Okay? You reap what you sow, and they ripped what they sowing right now. It has nothing to do with us. And it's so funny. we're probably going to deal with it. But look what it says, staff. And I'm going to read to you. It says, you will be taken care of in difficult times. We are going to have happiness. Just look at this. Happiness, my Leo. Happiness. That happens when people can't stand see you happy. People that always blame on us and talk and goes and say, no, it's you, and move slow. People who probably kind of affect us, but we are moving through. With the Queen of Cups, we're like, well, not emotionally. We're not going to be dragged by this. Because what we need to focus on is in our life purpose. And it's not the life purpose. It's not exactly that you need to focus in serving a purpose, but instead let the purpose serve you. That's what it is, okay, that we need to focus on. Don't focus much in serving a purpose, but letting that purpose serve you. So we need to focus on what we really like, what is making us happy, and that will let us know what is our purpose in life is. So we need to focus on that at this point, and that's why we're going to be a little distracted and emotionally. We are not going to be looking at that cup anymore. We're like, you know, whatever happens is the past. Leaving this rat in the past, and this rat is very annoying because it sees us happy, and we have people that are taken care of. And if you're having trouble at work with people with a rat over here, trust me, the staff people appreciate us and will help you go through it. What our lesson is going to be for this month of April, this last 2 weeks, we were dragging with the first 2 weeks. What we're dragging from the first 2 weeks, I'm sorry, is doubt. You know, sometimes I know we like, why these people will come here and try to irritate us when we are happy. If they are the ones who hurt us, they are the one doing their negative stuff. So this fuck boys, fuck girls, and whatever will come out, because they know how happy we are doing now. We're doing good, so they're very upset because they're like, they can't stand it. So we don't need to ask why. No. We need to release that. Things happen for a reason. The need to know all the answers, we need to let go. That's what we need to learn. That is and I have to be honest with you, I'm a Gemini, but I'm an ascendant Leo, and what I always do, why? Because I'm totally mental. So here we are, my Leos. We need to move forward, let it be, focus in what is serving us, not serving a purpose, but what purpose is serving us, and move on. If we don't know the answer, move on to the next one. You know, and don't doubt. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt ourselves. We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. Why is this person? Well, guess what? They don't want to see us happy. Do you want to know why more and more? No, you don't need to. Let them be. We move on. That's what we need to learn, right? When it comes to our love life, we are having a date and a romantic night with someone. Yes, for my single, you are going to. So if you want to go out with someone and you were wanting for someone to ask you out, we are going on a date probably in this last 2 weeks. Good. Those are, you know, it's my ascendant. It means action. So how people perceive me and how my actions are going to be. So, hey, I'm very happy when I see this. You know, I'm alone. So this is for my singles. We are alone. We might like someone. We might be going out with someone, but we're not in a serious relationship. So we're single, okay? For my couples who are not married or are married, it doesn't matter, but we can be living together or not, but you're in a serious relationship. You're committed to this person, even if you're not married. Well, there is going to what is going to be happening for you, my couples, you guys are going to have some peaceful conversations, but I would say some conversations about strategizing or changing or doing things about your relationship, where you wanted to go to, where you're heading, what your wish and desires are, and that's what the fox mean. I know the fox also means lies and there's no deceptions, but not in this case. In this case, what it means is like you probably have felt um, deception a bit, maybe about whatever happens or over and over discussions, but you're going to talk about this. So it's good that you guys going to sit down and talk really and strategize what is the next step in your relationship. Okay, so it's very important. You're going to talk, but remember what you need to release is too much of the why. So I'm going to read this about what the doubt card is because I want you to understand a little bit more. The wisdom of the divine trickles into the physical dimension, and some of it will resonate with your soul and some will not. These are your signposts that guide you to your correct path. If the wisdom resonates with you and seems right, then keep it. If not, release it back to the universe. Always be aware and mindful of the insights that your spirit guides and teachers put on your path. So I guess it was very, very direct and always says there is no right or wrong answers as long as your goal is to manifest the energy of love and compassion. So that's what that means. That's what your soul lesson is. So after saying that, let's resonate that with my couples. What you intake about what your soul lesson is that you need to apply into your relationship, if you know, in a serious relationship. And my singles, like I said, we okay. We having that date, that romantic night. We going out. We having that connection with someone. Venus is around, and Venus is in. Let me just check. Venus is in our 10th house also. House of career, public image, and that's why the stars here, you know, someone might see us as leaders. So we're going to have that little tick in there. So by saying that, I'll say bye, guys, and much love, much light, big kiss, and I'll see you on May. Ciao.